might go off, or I don't know, what kind of practical jokes do you play?
Well, with my new chemistry set, thanks to Brie Larson, I do like to make stink bombs.
Welcome to the Bombadcast.
Ye, we're just seafaring people, eh?
Oi, 2Z2 we be. Scobbin here for the scobs. Out in the hey you mother scobber. How
What are you
doing?
saying? 1,000 for me, 1,000 for ye? Yes.
I don't know for what you think.
Oh.
Oh, 2Z2. All this you're harshing all me squigglies.
How weird was like the fifth element, like gooey, whatever the hell that was, that launched out.
Bro, I was like, that's
ooh.
like the most that was so very
Kind of sexual.
I don't know.
Looking.
It felt very yeah. They spermed on them and cut.
Yeah.
Welcome. By the way, we're talking about Andor. I'm trying to find the names. I found the names of these dudes.
We need to give a shout out to another content creator in the space, Jerry.
Well, real quick, eagle eye viewers. When you're looking for every Easter egg, you might a special cameo in this week's episode of Andor, and it is none other than it's none other than content creator Star Wars Theory was in there. Can we actually have can we get the screenshot on screen here?
Yeah, sure.
Of his role in today's Andor. Look there. I can't believe that he made it. Like, way to go. He's been playing kind of coy, saying like, I don't know about Andor, I don't know, and clearly this is the reason. It was his cameo. And I thought he did pretty damn good. Being the first garbage pail kid in space.
I also agree with the fact that they didn't have to add anything other than the wig and the prosthetic arms.
Let's get it back up there. Because it really is just look, wig. that's his physique. Yeah. And it's just they just wrapped a little bit of hair around the base of the head there, around the shaft.
Who would have thought we'd got like some Canadian seamen, in here? Like these are.
We love Canadian seamen.
I know.
Our favorite seamen.
It's our favorite ones. I like Louisiana seamen. But to get Canadian,
it's not bad.
Oh, Michigan has a good. I'm sure it has some good docks.
It's a good bouquet.
Yeah, just a good collection of seamen, and boats and quad jumpers. By the way, that was cool. Yeah. The quad jumper was pretty.
Dude, the quad jumper. I was like, oh! So this is like the most like winky nod that I think it's been. When they're like, there's a quad jumper down there. Can you fly it?
yeah, pretty good.
It felt like Force Awakens and everything. Yeah. So.
But, I also was impressed by this. I need to get it pulled up. There was a reference.
I bet you guys can't guess what our favorite part was, right?
Yeah. Well, there was also a reference to the Kiss album, The Elder, which was surprising. I didn't expect that. Not really, but they were like whenever they're talking about what was it called? It was shit. How do they describe it? It was talking about Chandrilla's like traditional things that Mom Mothma
the child bride
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, they made a reference to the Elder, because this is like from what fans say, this is like Kiss's worst album. And like, I was like, I wonder, like, was that on purpose? They were just talking about the traditions of Chandrella, and I'm like, that's so weird. Yeah, this whole episode was, it's funny. It's like this show has proven, and it's like a word that we saw a lot with Mandalorian and Bad Batch and like Clone Wars, filler episodes. Like, I wouldn't say it's the logic those people use and say this is filler is a lot of what Andor is to them. I don't believe. I mean, nothing is truly filler.
Oh no, it's not as good as everyone thinks. Honestly, I'd rather see General Grievous. Here's a show. You saw the rise of General Grievous. And make it gritty. About a man who becomes a literal robot.
Oh,
and I think it'd be great. You can suck my dick and all that kind of stuff. It'd be great.
Yeah. It's great. But you see what I'm saying? Like it's this show proves that there's no such thing as filler ever when you're telling a story. But it's like, if people use that same logic, like that episode of Mando with the frog was just filler. No, the frog lady ended up helping the next episode, watching Grogu and taught Grogu a good lesson about, how to treat life, and then Luke teaches them that same exact lesson in chapter 7 or 6 of Book of Boba Fett. Like, there's like these things build, y'all. And when you watch Andor, this show is obviously not as pulpy as most of their Star Wars stuff has been, but this episode was the most pulp, and it was kind of nice. It was a nice swim.
This was, I mean, absolutely scobbing.
Yes.
Packed full of snood. In here. So I cannot stop saying the words that those two garbage pail children said. Like, it's like the garbage pail children in Star Wars. It's great. I love it. Rewatching that scene, going like, what the hell is happening right now?
But the fact they were like, Niamos. I was pretty cool.
Bro, Freedy. So it's okay. A lot of people were like, "Oh, is that the dude from Rogue One?" Because that's a background character from Rogue One. One. Hold on here.
He's getting excited, y'all. Calm down.
Sorry, that's
okay.
Just trying to call me.
If you need to go, you can go. I'll keep talking. I was really impressed with the movement of this episode, and especially with Luthen's moment with the tie. I know it's a Cantwell class, which is so chef's kiss.
So it's oh man, I wrote that down too. What was it? Or I wrote it down. There's a lot of stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna. It's something. It's a something cruiser Cantwell class.
God, Cantwell. Dude, they literally they made freaking Colin Cantwell canon, and like, I don't know if it had been given that name before. I'm not really sure, but to see it and
Arrestor Cruiser,
yes,
Arrestor Cruiser. I'm just now sorry, just now hit me. Cantwell class.
Oh my God, Colin Cantwell getting like
it was so cool,
man. He just died in May, so like, I wonder if he had known about this, that was going to be name dropped, but like, that was.
I hope so.
Maybe get teary eyed. That was the B2 Emo's moment. In that moment where things that made me get teary-eyed, because like I was like, geez, like, Colin Cantwell made so much waves, and he didn't even he wasn't even a part of the Imagineering doc. He was mentioned, but it wasn't like a thing, It's just I don't know. I'm not imagining it, Light and Magic doc, but like to hear his name become canon was like, that's the first time that's happened. I'm almost that is the first time like a true like Earth name, maybe besides Zet Jukasa, but even that's not as that is George Lucas' son.
Well, I mean, there are Earth-ish names, but like, I know what you mean. Like, I mean, more creator nods. In this kind of stuff, because I don't know, it's crowd pleaser,
But also, Cantwell is very imperial sounding if you think about it, like
a Cantwell, the Cantwell class.
Oh my God,
it sounds official. Yeah, honestly, and it fits Andor. It completely fits Andor.
By the way, were you worried when they got to Niamos that I was so deadly afraid that Cassian's credits weren't going to be in that thing after like 2 months of hiding up there?
So I was like, I was surprised. It's still there.
Yes, I was terrified. I was like, please, God, don't be gone, because that's like
Always
that-
check your rental property. Always check
Mhm.
the shower in the rental properties. Just
Yep.
saying, that's what we learned this week.
no
So,
matter what, or the
yeah.
hotel.
But I'm glad
You're-
someone didn't check that one. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it was good. That was a cool moment. I thoroughly enjoyed this. The Marva death scene really surprised me. Like really
wasn't even-
surprised me. No
We
build up.
didn't even really see the death.
Nope.
We just come in and she's gone, and we have some of the most heart-wrenching
Oh my God.
like dealing with loss in anything we've ever seen in Star Wars.
Ever.
This beats the pants off of Padme. I'm sorry.
Oh, but it beats
of
the
Padme's.
everyone. Like
Yeah.
even Leia's death. I mean, Leia's death was brutal, but like the moment of like, it's the, do you want to have a few minutes, with her before we take her out? And he like can't even shake the fact that she's dead. I'm like, I've done that with my grandparents and family members. Like after they died, I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like we all know that feeling.
We've never seen like Lloyd really react to their master like in a very full way.
Yeah.
And that was and not just like they died in battle.
Yeah.
She died of old age.
Yeah.
And he B2 emo with her this whole time. It's a pet. It's a dog. It was very, 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 very hard. It was a child. It's just like a small child.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, and we love our Brasso. Everyone loves Brasso can do no wrong.
Yeah.
Brasso only gets better and better every episode. And
yeah,
the way
literally.
he was handling
with you.
B was like, hey, the daughters of Ferrix need your help, and he's like, and then when he goes back and he's like, can we stay one more night? It's just it's almost too much. It's so
I cried at that scene too, because that was the one I was like, I mean, I know that feeling, like I just know how awful that feeling is for like to lose someone. And you don't want your friend to leave, or you don't want your parents to leave, and like you don't want to be on your own alone.
Maybe you don't want. Maybe you don't want to area you're in too. You want to stay kind of like right there. Yeah.
God, yeah. You don't want to leave. You almost want that moment to last, to know that they died, and like you don't want to know that they have to leave that room one last time, kind of feeling. You're like, Jesus.
If you go, it's like if you go out, then you have to face the reality they are gone, and everything, and it's
the daughters of the daughter of Ferrix. That title, I was like, this is
the title. Oh my God!
It's all building to like, and we've heard there are some of our friends got screeners. We've heard it from like 4 or 5 of our friends already. As of the recording of this thing, the finale comes out next week, and we're covering that, by the way, with Adam Frazier. I'm sure he's reaching some other people. Very excited. But that being said, we've heard the finale is like out.
We've heard it's one of the most profound hours of Star Wars yet.
Yeah, and
that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
And it's a lot that we've got these friends who get these screeners, and we have to wait like it feels like a month for this first next week. My parents I'm gonna have to cry in front of my parents and my
That's
parents
right.
and my
Isn't that cool?
It's gonna be great.
That's gonna be awesome.
No, Ella's not. Oh, are you kidding me? No.
Yeah.
This is too much. Too much loss.
So I kind of spanned over the Luthien part, but we can go back to him and Saul conversation.
Let's go hit
those
points.
Banger, because like Saul, you kind of have to see how he goes from being that guy, because he's pretty sane at this point, 5 years leading up to Rogue One,
right.
And like you got
very untrustful or very
very
not he trust anybody.
We got to see where he gets manic, because he gets manic at some point. He gets nutty. He gets like, oh, you come to kill. He needs to like not have trust with anyone. Yep. Yeah, he needs to get kooky. Like I want to see our progress to that version of Saul, because so far we get somewhat sane, somewhat relative.
Yeah.
He's doing the thing, but he's, it's just
He's got the Saw Gerrera stink eye.
Yes,
should be patent pending. It should be like it is the Saw Gerrera stink eye though. I can't even do it. I can't do it.
Luthen. Oh man, yeah. There was no
Krieger. You think Krieger could do me? You gotta like talk like you're like you're out of breath. Krieger is a separatist.
But wait, I love that Luthen had to. I love when he goes tubes when he's trying to blame it because like you have spies everywhere.
He's
Everyone
everywhere.
watching.
Tubes is my man.
Yeah, he's like tubes. He's like, no, I am Luthen. You saw? I was like, this is cool.
Oh man,
That
it
was
was
cool.
funny. We're like, yeah, like no, I've sworn fealty to Saw. Oh yeah, no.
Hold on, my audio dropped out. Keep talking.
Oh no, you're good. But yeah, no, just all of the stuff with Saw. The way that kind of, and I don't know if he's going to be in the next episode too. Like I don't know if it's just they've just kind of had him in there because he's in Rogue One. We're gonna have more of him in season 2, maybe. I thought Anto Krieger was going to be a bigger part.
They
and
showed
I'm
one
not
shot.
thinking-
One shot.
They showed the man, which is
Yeah.
great. But then we also get
It's like a fat Josh Most looking dude.
Right.
From All Chronicles.
Josh Morse. Yeah. Excuse me.
Shout out to Josh and Andy at Holochronicles.
Yeah, shout out to Josh and Andy. We love those guys. But no, the Anto Krieger stuff just all kind of came to. I'm gonna let them bite it next week because it'll be better for us. It'll make the Empire.
They'll think they got
manipulated.
access.
So forget, and I want to give them credit. Someone in the last week or so comparing Luthen to Emperor Palpatine, the Rebellion.
Yeah. Oh wow,
where
that's
he
true.
is like pulling the strings to try to a rebellion actually happening.
Yeah.
And oh man, I honestly, I kind of hope he makes it through the season. I think he might make it through the season.
Something has to happen. Like I don't.
I just
know
don't
if
think
he's
we've
gonna
gotten enough
die.
of his story yet.
No, and I know he's
You know what I mean? It doesn't feel complete.
No, and I wonder if he does die. Like, is he gonna die leading up to Rogue One, like right before it, next season, or is he gonna die?
Well, I think it would be the next season, but are we going to
hope.
or maybe he does pass away and maybe he does die and we get it all in like flashbacks or something.
Yeah.
But I just feel like there's more to tell with him because again, the and old Lonnie last week, where he's in like, I made this equation 15 years ago.
God, so good.
And that all adds up here, again, talking like, no, we're going to let him go and do this thing and bite it.
Yeah.
Because again, it'll take heat off of these things or it'll do whatever. Like anything he can do. And it's like, is this equate how to start an all out war to take down the, it's gotta be.
Yeah. And I wonder too, like, because now you've got, obviously much to our surprise, you've got Luthen maybe going to Ferrix. Like, I don't know. We don't know what his story is going to be doing next week, but like you've got little Blue Lives Matter guy going there. You also got
Cyril. By the way, the
Cyril.
call between Cyril and the guy who was like with him, like his very Irish, his very Scottish hype man.
Yeah.
Oh man. Hold on. Ender's mother.
It was like
She died.
this. It was like hold on, let me do it. It was like this. Oh, it's not doing it. Damn it. I'm trying to switch between things. Yeah, all the noise. God, it was good. It was chaos.
Like we've all had those phone calls.
Yes.
Where like someone you're not understanding each other, but you're getting the information and you can see like I this time I've felt for Cyril. I don't sympathize them, but I felt I was like, oh man, brother, I've been there. All right.
Yeah. Like we got Cyril showing up.
You did what with the ham?
Yes.
What?
And then even his mom's like, now I can rest easy. I'm like,
now
oh,
I'm just easy now that your dreams are
bitch.
dust.
God,
if he does not, he is going to
bitch.
drop a cinder block on that woman's head in her sleep.
When he
Like,
leaves, he's
I'm
done.
telling you, he is going to, I've called it from day one. He is the Norman Bates of Star Wars.
No, it's cool though. I have a feeling his story will wrap up next week, and it'll be especially for someone like him, it's going to be so uneventful. He's just going to get shot casually, and like it's not going to be a lingering scene. It's just going to be this dude dying, and like Cassian won't think anything of it. God, it's gonna be good.
It's like a commentary, of course, on the people who want to take the law into their own hands of the political agenda here in the United States. But it also kind of feels to me like, is it like it almost like a January 6th type of parallel?
Exactly.
Where it's like he goes there to take it in his own hands. And he ends up dying like a chump.
God,
That
so awesome. It'd be amazing.
Best satire is the wrong. I mean, I guess basically like or I'm trying to think of the word just a modern day, like a parable,
just ironic.
Yeah,
just ironic in every way.
Mirror, holding up that black mirror to our society. Every episode with Cyril.
Yeah. Well, then you got Deidre
here, man,
who's gonna be there, obviously, because
Deidre,
I mean that's what's gonna
she is there, isn't she?
No, she was on the the phone call with
she
him.
Goes back. She's a jet setter. She goes back.
Well, Deidre is gonna be in it because we've all this is not a spoiler, but if you connect the dots, there's only a couple of scenes we haven't seen in the trailers. There's only 2 to my knowledge. It's the one of her and the Death Troopers walking in, and then it's the and it's also the other shot that we haven't gotten is the people in Ferrix rising up, like fighting against the SWAT team that we saw.
Yeah.
So like I think what we're gonna get ultimately by next episode is a full uprising, but like there's gonna be some more layers. There's gonna be some things we don't expect. Yeah, and we've heard from some friends there's some really unexpected things, and I don't want to disclose that here because it's not our place. I don't know if you read our
heard what the things are.
Well, we know you saw our messages from.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, I thought you heard details, and I was like, I
actually may have seen some on Reddit, so I can tell you off air.
I don't want to know.
Okay, it's cool. Okay, cool. I understand that. I do. Let's roll. I think we should wrap here only because we have a stream coming up in the next 5-10 minutes. I guess leading up to this, our episode next week's going to be kind of like a big recap of the season, what we like, what we didn't like with Adam Frazier. I've really enjoyed this series. I don't know if it hits the same place that Mando does for me. This place hits in different spots for my love of Star Wars and deep within my soul as a person. This one has definitely made more of a impact on my outlook of life. This is one of the ones I can kind of watch and go, whoa, I can see some pretty dark parallels to like my neighbors. You know what I mean? Like I can see like this is really kind of it's heavy.
This is Star Wars has always been political, and it's always been kind of like a morality tale of look here is this represents America, this represents these people rising up, this represents blah, blah, blah. But it's always had like there's been such a clouded layer of like cushion of myth that feels less people catch on to that. But with Andor, it feels like you have to be incredibly dense to not pick up on it, because I mean it is the factory prison was not far from a factory.
That may be my biggest takeaway of the whole season was that whole arc. Like that whole arc, I told Katie, I said if we watch she hasn't watched that much of Andor, and I told her how we're gonna watch it when her and I watch it, and this is gonna be interesting that we can do this now. I think I'm gonna show it to her almost like a movie. I'm not gonna cut anything, obviously, but like you can show that like we're gonna watch these 3 episodes, and it's gonna feel like a complete movie by the time it's over. And I think she'll agree. And I think this is the only show you can do that with at this point. But I'm loving it. I'm sad it's wrapping up. I'm looking forward to season 2. I don't think season 2 will ever be as good as this season, just from what we've heard. We've heard that the next season's like the years leading up to the rebellion, and it's gonna compress like 5 years and 12 episodes. I'm like, damn, like I don't know how good you can make that, because this show's been so good because you've watched these characters, Deidre, go from the bottom to the top. You've watched Shokar go from the middle to the bottom. You watch Andor change from an asshole to a really good guy. Like it's kind of cool. It's way different than I expected. And
there's so it's going to be interesting going what is it, a couple of years per every episode.
Yeah, it's every 3
So, like,
episodes
the
a
rest-
year. So
which
I'm
is
like,
gonna
ooh.
be, but I mean this one kind of takes place over a few months.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Almost a year. So I mean,
Yeah.
it might not feel that different. But hey, we get these seasons, these two seasons. And, I just my boy. One more shout out for my. Well, before we end, real quick, I'll give a shout out to my boys, and then
Let's see them.
shout out to Finn's ship and piloting. Like, can you believe that the whole countermeasures, like that was the
That was
most
amazing.
Han Solo's got nothing on. We're just like,
I was like, what is? It's like darts. It's like darts or
it
something.
was just like,
weird.
just like it would have been funny if he was like jettison the spare part canisters or whatever.
Oh, literally. But it did damage.
Yeah. But it took out their thing. But anyway, and then the lasers on both sides, how those wing the shields. Great stuff. But shout out to Dewey Pomelar and Freedy, who were the lovely boys, one of which Freedy portrayed by Star Theory.
That's right.
So yeah, again, just we shout out to those boys. Yeah, you're
Beautiful stuff.
Helping the husky man feel welcome and all the time. So
Amen. Well, Gerry, give us a good stay bomb. We're gonna close it out.
Stay Bombad, y'all. Come watch the show. Watch our other show.